Yeah, come on in. Come see. All right. Welcome. Our third live lesson? We made it pretty far, guys. I didn't expect you guys to be able to keep up, but you did. And for that, I'm grateful. As you can see, I leave no stones unturned. And it's nothing personal. I don't believe shit I see. I gotta do my own due diligence. Same thing with the shit I hear most of the time. I'm realizing, especially when it comes to television, or like the news to be exact. How can I put this? You got three layers of information. You have the surface level, which is basically the public level, everything that they're gonna tell you, right? But then you have the hidden, right? Which is not necessarily the main goal, but it's some shit they're covering up. They're not gonna tell you the full fucking story. What up, nigga? What up, nigga? But just know there's more to it than that. And then you have the last layer of the information, which is gonna be the secret agenda. So you got the surface agenda, the public, right? Then you got the hidden agenda, and then you're gonna have something like the secret agenda, which is if you're not involved, if you haven't studied, you're not gonna fucking know. You're gonna think it's a goddamn conspiracy. Meanwhile, they're just playing in your face. And it's okay, because I mean, we've been rocked to sleep for so fucking long, chose to believe in everything outside of us instead of tapping into what's inside of us, afraid to read certain books. Ooh, afraid to read certain books. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Mwah, thank you. You know, just because Paleface wrote it. But meanwhile, we're not at war with the flesh. You gotta understand, we war not with the flesh and mere mortals, but with high powers and high principalities at nature. That's what we fucking do. Salute, King. Man, you that nigga. I appreciate you. Now, meanwhile, on the surface level, you got climate control, right? You got wildfires. You have floods, right? You have this heat dome worldwide. You have this flooding worldwide, including in my own state that I live in, New Mexico, right? You also have violence on the rise worldwide, crime on the rise worldwide. I believe a man in China, an elderly man in China, ran over 18 people a couple weeks ago. What up, Black Town? What up, nigga? And just last night, a man in New York City ran over 3 people. So you could kind of see how they're playing off of a script here. Also, there was, if I'm not mistaken, the man who ran over these 3 individuals was 44 years old. And if you follow Akabalan 44, you've been paying attention to how he's breaking down this basically electromagnetic algorithm we're working with. None, just kicking the shit. Come and see. I'm actually breaking down the layers of knowledge and everything that's going on, so my niggas can understand what's going on instead of being out stuck in the loop right now, because we got some shit going on, folks, and they're lying to us. So instead of like keeping up with the lie or gatekeeping fucking information, I love y'all. I love my people. You know, there's a lot of beauty in this world. You see, the problem is, it's not the world that's wrong. It's the people. in this world that make it wicked, people. That's what the fucking issue is. This world could be beautiful. Look around, look at nature. Even Sister Nature's tired of this shit. So she's purging, bro. You have to understand. Alright, I'm gonna give you 2 examples to let you know that this shit is fake. If the sun was hot all these years before, real talk, if the sun was hot all these years before, okay, why does the temperature drop the higher you get in the airplane? Up until, what, 2022, 2023? If the Earth had a core that was extremely fucking hot and rotating as fast as it was, or allegedly rotating as fast as it was, why did it get colder the deeper you went to the ocean? It wasn't up until, I believe, 2023, and this year, the age of the Aquarius, the year of the dragon, when things started to fucking heat up. When the dog star was close to our planet, which is why they called it the dog days of summer. I don't know if you know this, but the dog star is Canis Major, which is the Sirius star constellation, which a lot of us come from. That's why it was so hot. Anytime you have heat generating, you have to remember the 4 states of matter. Literally, solid, liquid, gas, plasma. That little kid shit we learned. What is cold? Cold is friction. It's a small amount of energy, right? It's low vibrational frequency. It's vibrating, but they're all dense and close together. Think of it like a solid, if you will. Then you have a gas or a liquid, and these things are vibrating at a much more accelerated rate, aren't they? They're damn near ricocheting off of each other, right? Now, whenever you have temperature, the catalyst to these things that are generating energy, the higher the temperature, the more the particles are going to accelerate. The more the particles are going to vibrate, right? The colder it is, the vibration dips. They keep telling us to vibrate high and vibrate higher and vibrate higher, right? Well, whenever we were all locked down during the Divock 91, it's backwards. I said it backwards. When we were all on lockdown in 2020 due to Divock 91, what were we doing? We're all tapping in, right? We're raising our vibration, right? We're tapping into the corona, the crown. Were we not? What happened? Ocean levels started to rise. Ocean started to heat up. The planet started to heat up. Yes or no? That's because we're conducting a huge amount of energy. The electrical grid on our planet, yes, the planet has chakras, just how we have chakras, but they don't call it the chakra system of Gaia. They call it the grid system. This electromagnetic grid system is points filled with energy that emits it. And for every pyramid on the planet, every monolith on the planet, every big mega church ever built on the planet, not only are they fashioned in the form of the human body, but these things at one point were energy generating machines. Just like the lost civilization of Tartaria, just like the Lemurian civilization, just like the Atlantean civilization, we understood how to access free energy. Okay? Because the human body, the extraterrestrial body, you have to remember, we are spirit animating the flesh. That's pure energy. We have enough electromagnetic energy inside of one person to power a whole block. All we have to do is tap into it. The more you ever notice, the higher you raise your vibration, technology starts to fuck with you. Wi-Fi be fucking up. Phone be fucking up. Walk in the room, lights start flickering and glitching and shit. You're not possessed. You ain't got no bad energy attached to you, nigga. It's you. Nigga, it's you. They just taught us to be afraid for so fucking long and search for everything outside of us. By the time you start to really tap in, it's scary. And that's okay. I'm here to teach y'all. That's alright. It's okay to get fucking scared sometimes because we don't know what we're capable of, right? How you gonna know if you never tapped in, right? How you gonna recognize yourself or your ancestors if you've never called to them before? You've been calling the other things that you've heard of from other people talking about it. Other shit that sounded cool, that sounded good, and it called to your spirit. But you didn't really know what they was doing, right? You didn't really know. So what'd you do? You tried some shit. And you got some results. Some of that shit might have scared you. Some of that shit might have interested a nigga. But at the end of the day, that's how you produce results. That's how you generate energy. You have to be in motion. You see, energy, everything vibrates. Nothing rests. Okay? But energy is not constantly in motion. There's two types of energy. There's an energy that's constantly moving, and then there's an energy that's stuck. There's an energy that's stagnant. That energy is called inertia. I genuinely believe that the Earth's core, or the Earth, however you want to call it, was in inertia. It wasn't moving. It was stuck. It was cold in a friction state. And as we moved into the age of Aquarius, or the age of the dragon, the year of the dragon, the number of the 8, and if you just saw my post, I showed you how it was connected to the Nagas, the Nagagami, and the Ophites, and the serpentine energy, not the snake. You have to remember, everyone talks about the serpent seed, right? The serpent seed, the serpent seed. Oh, no. No. There's two. There's always been two. There's the tale of two brothers. Whenever you look at any of these ancient symbols. You're hot? You want me to turn on the air conditioner, pum? Okay. Go lay down. I'll turn on the air. Thank you for letting me know, mama. When you raise your vibration, what is happening? Well, in Hinduism, they call it the Kundalini rising, right? The Kundalini activation, right? And a lot of people don't know this, but when women are going through menopause and they're getting these heat flashes, it's your Kundalini rising. You ever just start doing something, or you start getting like a high vibrational wavelength, or you start getting downloads or channels or information and some things that you had no idea, and it's just like bombarding you? You ever realize how your temperature rises? Like, you start getting all these clues together. You start having all these fucking coincidences, and then boom, nigga, next thing you know, you done figured some shit out. Right or wrong? You done figured it out, huh, player? Now you got it. Now you working, right? How do you feel? Fucking hot, yes or no? Because you're producing and generating energy. That's what happens. No, I don't have none of that. I'm sorry, baby. Hey, that's to dry. Well, lay down. With that, in a nutshell, hey, what up, my nigga? Taz. The way things are going right now, in a nutshell, you have to understand we're all producing a huge amount of energy, okay? A huge amount of energy. Now, as this heat moves out of inertia, this energy starts to vibrate in a continuous set of motion. You know what I mean? Oh, right now, I'm giving the people the real spill. I know they're gonna watch this shit later if they ain't tapping in now, but I'm giving them the real breakdown of what's going on as far as this heat dome that it's producing, as far as this high energetic level of energy that we're seeing interact with everybody while the ocean's heating up, and all this shit that's happening. It's because not only are we receiving energy, we're releasing energy. We're receiving cosmic energy from the sun. All those celestial winds, all those cosmic winds that are happening, you know what I'm talking about? Whenever you see the Aurora Borealis in places where it's scientifically fucking impossible to see the Aurora, that's because that was a fucking overfluctuation of energy. And I don't know if y'all are hip to anime like I'm hip to anime, but anytime I watch an anime show, when I see some spirits, they are always depicted as green. Anytime there is some souls, they are always fucking depicted as green, okay? So when you had the Aurora Borealis worldwide, after you just had the blue Kachina, after you just had the green Kachina, the green cosmic, the devil comet, right, show up, and Betelgeuse go into supernova, you have to understand that the star Betelgeuse being connected to the dead and the afterlife, and how it was trying to go into supernova the whole time during COVID, whenever they were doing a soul harvest and the souls were going to the false light instead of returning back to the mother moon because we've been indoctrinated. What ended up happening was that energy got transmuted and used against us. Okay? But universal law had our back. Okay? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Right? Pay attention to the movie Beetlejuice. It's all about spirits. And whenever they went into the second realm, what fucking color was it? Green. What is the majority of the color? It's green. It's green, right? So, what does the color green represent? Well, in the occult, the color green represents Earth. It represents the new beginnings. It represents the archangels Raphael's healing. It represents it represents so many things. It represents Ogun. It represents Dambila Wedu. There's a lot of things could attach to green. The green dragon, however, in mythology is also connected to Earth. So, and in fact, Tyrone is an indigenous word that means earth. So whenever they came out with that movie, they cloned Tyrone. I want you to understand what they were esoterically talking about is how they've doubled the earth. Remember, they set off the particle collider twice. Once in 2012, and they set that bitch off again in 2020. And then you see all this Mandala shit happening. That's because the unseen world and the seen world have merged. And you have all this energy, all this energetic colliding. That naturally is going to produce a large amount of fucking heat. Now let me tell you something about spirits. Anytime you get in contact with a spirit, it's finna get cold. You gonna get the fucking chills. I'm just telling you what I know, fam. Come across a goddamn spirit, the temperature's gonna drop instantly. You're gonna know. Not only are you gonna feel a presence like someone's watching you, but you're gonna feel that temperature drop. So, you had on the East Coast, the sun east and the moon west. For the longest time in 2020 up until 2022, you had extremely high amounts of cold and hot energy clashing together. Blizzards in New York, people are dying. Blizzards in Ohio, fucking fires in California, fires in Texas. Hot and cold together. East and west together, clashing for a period of 3 years. Father, sun, mother, moon. The sun east, the moon west, right? How many of y'all noticed that the sun and the moon have switched positions and it was actually the sun west and the moon east for like the last year and a half? And in fact that the moon has been skipping phases. That bitch would be in a full moon for like 4 fucking days. And then it'll be in a waxing moon for 2.5 days. And then it'll skip straight from the waxing moon to the fucking crescent moon. And then skip another part to the dark moon. And then it'll go into the waning. And then it'll go into the full moon. And then it'll be a new moon. How many new moons have we had? This is not normal. To have all these new moons, all these blood moons, all these pink moons, all these blue moons. Blue moons are rare. Why have we had fucking 3 of them since 2020? How many super moons are we gonna have, bro? We had a super blood moon eclipse, a lunar eclipse, and then the following week we had the fucking August 8th solar eclipse, which was a man-made ellipse to what? Generate energy. Generate energy. Now, fast forward, because I told you, just like B-Dell fucking told y'all, 40 days and 40 nights after April 8th, it's going to be May 18th. It's going to be complete fucking chaos. Total anarchy.
The stars are glowing.
They're glowing. Yay! See, I told you just give it time, mamas.
Mommy, Mom, the stars are glowing.
My daughter loves stars, so,
Okay.
yeah, she's a little excited. Anyway, leave me alone. As soon as that happened, bro, May 18th, think about what happened all June. All the murders, all the riots, all the fires, the direct laser attack in Texas. Like, we didn't see that green fucking laser hit Texas, nigga. Like, we didn't see that red fucking laser start that big, massive earthquake that happened in 2022 and in 2023. These are direct laser attacks. Family, the people who run this world are not that smart. They didn't do that. Understand what's happening, okay? Stop giving credit to people like the fucking government and the CIA. Listen, they are scared. They are fucking terrified. They don't want people to go outside because it's too hot. They're terrified, bro. Rich people are going broke. They're losing followers rapidly. Pay attention to what's happening in Europe, nigga. What's really happening in Europe? Bro. Complete, total fucking chaos. They're raping men. Do you not understand the fucking seriousness, the severity of what I'm telling you, bro? Like, literally, this shit is seriously happening, nigga. Like, in India, right now, not only are they dealing with scorching heat that's already killed over 50 people, but they are dealing with floods, nigga. Now you gotta pay attention. Who had their hand in the Middle Passage? The fancy name for slavery. The fancy name for turning their backs on their own brothers and sisters for a quick buck. You have the Arabic nation. You have the Italian nation. You have the Indian nation. You have the Chinese nation. You have the European nation. Who the fuck is suffering right now? Who's taking hit after hit, blow after blow? If I'm not mistaken, there's war going on right now in Israel. If I'm not mistaken, right now it was raining black worms and hail the size of a fucking house in China. Niggas was dying because it was too cold like a couple months ago, or did y'all forget? What's going on today in Sicily? Volcanic eruption, Mount Etna. You've already seen the collapse of London. The Queen is dead. The Queen is dead, nigga. The spell is up. I told you. I fucking told you. All they had was 1,000 years, and this is all they could do? Nigga, we could rebuild this shit and make it better in 50. You think I'm kidding? We could have 100 years of peace. All we have to do is stop this dumb shit we're doing. Listen, I don't give a fuck what you believe in. I don't give a damn what your sexual orientation is. Don't push that shit on me. But listen, it ain't never gonna be rainbows and smiles. But we gotta get a balance, nigga. They can't stop 1 million people. They can't stop 1 million people. They don't have the fucking power. You see it already, how fucking scared they are because of the heat dome that's happening worldwide. Even though it's the year of the dragon. How many fires has there been since January? Who's the mother dragon? Tiamat. Right or wrong? Tiamat's the mother dragon. You have to understand, a lot of these pyramids, a lot of these serpent mounds are what? Serpent mounds? They're energy generating machines. The pyramids are not no fucking pyramid, fam. The pyramid is a spaceship, and it's an energy conductor. And there's more than one of these motherfuckers. You got pyramids in America, all along the Rio Grande River, all along the Mississippi River. You got pyramids in almost every motherfucking continent. In North America, in South America, in Africa, in China, underneath the ocean. In Indonesia, they thought it was a mountain. It's a giant fucking pyramid, my nigga. They got a cave in China that had its own ecosystem. And prehistoric animals. They telling you what the fuck is happening right in your face. They came out with a movie called The Sound of Freedom, which was all about what? Human trafficking and child exploitation. Right or wrong? Right after that, the Epstein list. 1 and 2. Right after that, Diddy. This shit is a fucking movie, bro. It is a script. It is not hard to predict. I promise you. They're not that smart. They're predictable. Literally, they're fucking so predictable. They borrowed everything from ancient civilizations and copied it and changed the face and the name a couple of times just to get some clout. What up, nephew? Now that we're generating all this energy, what's happening? We're waking up in the water bearer, which is the age of Aquarius. You have to remember the Aquarius is air sign. Air represents mental clarity, thought, psychic abilities. What else represents that? The moon. La Luna, right? Right or wrong? You see, you've been taught that it's either this or that. Meanwhile, there's only one energy. There's only one energy. Only one. Some people use it to negativity and favor a master. The others? Nah, man. What up, niggas? They just want to fucking... They just want to have the fucking nice cars. They want all the bitches. They want the money. You know what I'm saying? They want to be on top. They want to be the head nigga in charge. They want to be the smartest nigga in the room. That's the devil. Your vanity. Your fucking lower nature. Your fucking ego. Now you have to understand, you can't get rid of your ego. Your ego is a defense mechanism. It's attached to your shadow. All the information you get in your life is filtered through your ego. And you have to bypass that shit to actually learn something. How do you bypass the ego? Well, make it feel smart. Give the baby its bottle. But once you do that, you have to discern the difference between actual knowledge and your ego trying to make you feel good. You got a lot of people ego stroking niggas in a time where we need to be ready for war. You got a time where a lot of people are like, Ashe, beloved. Yes, king. Yes. Talk that talk, bitch. Meanwhile, they still go to church. Meanwhile, there isn't a statewide protest to ban Red 40, to ban Yellow 5. There isn't a statewide mandate in anybody's city to ban us from fucking ingesting mitodraxin. No. We're just la la la. Hey everybody, I'm a better human. Ashe. I'm healed. You see my crystals? Nigga, I eat that sea moss, so you know I'm good. Bro, spirituality is a lot deeper than just fucking sea moss. You have to meditate. You have to have a strict diet, bro. It's not all them fucking crystals and love and light. That shit ain't gonna save you. Especially if you have a dark side. Especially if you've accumulated a lot of trauma. Let me tell you something. I was not a motherfucking angel all my life, nigga. At one point, I fell for the bullshit, nigga. I did. I wanted to be a rapper. I'm cold. I mean, fucking nigga, I'm cold as fuck. I wanted it. I wanted the cars, nigga. And then I woke up. I started realizing, you know what? The Latinos look after the Latinos in the hood. Damn, them Asians taking care of them Asians. Damn, them white boys. And now look at my people, we fucking killing each other. And then when a nigga get up that look like me, that's trying to wake us up, you crucify him. Because he don't come in the form of Jesus. Nigga, fuck Jesus. Jesus is a made up idea. It's a concept. It's not real. Neither is the people, wake up. Wake up. Come back. Come back to reality. Because y'all, we running out of time. Niggas want to act goofy and act like this shit is sweet or this shit is a game. Oh no, the Anunnaki's coming to save us. Don't you realize it's the same story? No one is coming to save your ass. If anything, the Anunnaki and the Aji are at war. And they're coming to destroy this motherfucker. And if you don't vibrate on a certain frequency, do you really think they're gonna help you? You're food. You're a fucking resource. Do you not understand what you got? The Awas, you got the Aji, you got the Insectoids, you got the Lyrons, you got the fucking the Centaurs, the Centaurians, you have the fucking Anunnaki, you have the fucking Nordics, you have the fucking Palladians, you have the Andromedans. You have so much advanced extraterrestrial life out there. Interdimensional beings, extraterrestrial beings, metaphysical beings, supernatural beings, and unseen forces all around you. And we don't tap into it when they're here to help us vibrate higher. Do you really think something foreign to this planet is going to help your monkey ass? If you can't even help yourself? If you can't even run your household, if you can't even lead your household, if you can't even run your workplace or lead your workplace, how the fuck are you going to lead your people? If you can't even have discipline for yourself, how the fuck are you going to be able to discipline hundreds of people? Who all think different, who are all scared, who all come from different backgrounds, my nigga. What are you going to do? What up? What up, chasing shadows in the dark? I see you, fam. I see you. I see it all. Spread the word, shed the love. I'm really out here chopping. Matter of fact, I have to roll a blunt. Give me a second. Because I got to tap into the ether with this one. You see, a lot of people don't understand what marijuana is. They be like, oh, marijuana is bad. Marijuana fucks with your brain. All this goofy shit. Meanwhile, for thousands of years, they've used marijuana in ancient India. They've used marijuana in ancient Egypt. They've used it in Samaria. They've used it in Greece for thousands of years. As a medicine, as a plant, as a way to tap in. You know? Even Shiva. I don't know if y'all are hip to Hinduism, but if you pay attention to the symbolism around the god Shiva, he usually has a weed plant or two around him. Fun fact, in India, they make this drink that's actually dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva called Bang. And it's basically pure cannabis liquefied into a drink. And it's extremely potent and basically like drinking what's that shit called? Ayahuasca. Yeah, it's on some shit like that. And it's a drink. And it's just cannabis. You see, the problem is where the double standard comes in Gnosticism. You see, there's a thing called the Archons. And the Archons are energy feeders. They're energy vampires, really. And that's what they do. That's how they run this world. They're the earth gods. The god of this earth is actually the enemy. And his name is Yaldabaoth. But back in the day, before they called him Yaldabaoth, he was the lion-headed serpent god known as Cannabis. Cannabis. Also known to the Christians as the blind god Samael. Because when Pistis Sophia, the mother goddess, revealed herself to him, he could not see her, only his own reflection. Thus, thinking to himself, he is the only immortal. That's why your God is a jealous God, and he likes to put us in jail. Because he doesn't know about the other immortals. He can't tap into the ethers. He's blinded by his own vanity. He's blinded by his own pride. He's jealous of anyone. He doesn't want anybody to be greater than him. So he comes up with these schemes and these lies and creates invisible enemies. Meanwhile, a lot of these deities you think are saving you, you're actually just praying the archons and egregores. And egregores are basically the demiurge. And the demiurge needs you to believe in them in order for them to exist. We don't need them. They actually need us. They don't exist unless we believe in them. That's why you have a lot of these weird fucking Cabbage Patch motherfuckers, shout out Sargon, letting you know that the gods are dying because nobody wants to worship them anymore. Nobody believes anymore. And the problem is, it's not that we don't believe anymore. We're moving into the age of Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods, where all the old gods die and the new gods are born. Hello, everybody. We're the new gods. We're the golden generation. A lot of people in this age of Aquarius who were born in the 1990s are actually gods made incarnated back in the flesh, in the physical form. You see, everything that existed on earth in the ethers still exists to this day. The only problem is some people have been rocked to sleep, and it's up to us to wake our brothers and sisters up. Not to save the world, but you have to understand there's strength in numbers. You see, even if you kill one of us, you can't kill 1,000. And even if you kill 1,000, you can't kill an idea. Even if it's a little boy, a little girl, there's always going to be one of us to come back. And we always come back. I mean, look at my face. The face has never changed. The form might, you know, could have been an animal, you know, could have been a woman, you know, could have been a white man, could have been a dog or something, you know, but the face remains the same. You think I'm lying? I got a book of goddesses right here, nigga. The book of goddesses, 365 days, every day, okay? It's by a woman by the name of Dion Stein. And when I tell you, a lot of these goddesses look extremely fucking similar, and the faces don't change. They don't change. Body shape might, skin color might. Maybe they come back a little snake-like or a little spider-like or a little moon-like, but the bitches don't change. They don't change. They're the same. And everything has an ancestor. Everything has an ancestor. So you sitting here thinking we the only ones with ancestors? Where we come from? Because you already know a lot of us were created. Just like the story of Osiris. A lot of motherfuckers on this planet right now were created. They're not real. They're not organic to this planet. If they were, why would they be allergic to something like gluten, a wheat protein? Meanwhile, they tell you to pray, but predators hunt prey. Also, if I'm not mistaken, preys are herbivores, right? And they eat plant-based diet, right? That's only to make them tasty for the predator. You see, the prey doesn't know their food. You think the chicken knows his food? Think about that. Do you think the chicken knows his food? Of course not. He has no idea what his fate is. But that's what his use is to our society. You really think there isn't something greater than us? Even though they're lesser to our creator, they're greater than us. They are lesser gods, but they are gods. We are demi. You really think there isn't something out there that looks at you like food? And if they look at you like food, you really think they're gonna come here to save something? I got bad news. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but nigga, Earth is ghetto as fuck. Okay? The politicians, the mayor, the senator, them the real gangsters. Okay? Vladimir Putin is a motherfucking thug. I don't give a damn. I don't care what nobody says. That man said, yo, Jesus was black. Oh, y'all don't believe me? Watch this. And showed you motherfuckers receipt on how the black nobility actually existed and how Christianity came from Ethiopia and how Jesus, aka Tammuz, aka Marduk, was a melanated indigenous man. That nigga Vladimir Putin showed you that shit and was like, now what, nigga? The fuck you gonna do? That's gangster. That man's a fucking gangster. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, bro. The way Donald Trump just be talking shit, bro. If you ever been on the block, if you've ever been around niggas when a nigga moment is about to go down, bro, Donald Trump want to beat the shit out of Joe Biden. I could tell. I could feel the animosity. It's so thick you could taste it, nigga. He want to slap the shit out of him, bro. But he can't. He got to keep his composure. He's got handlers and shit. He's under contract. You know, you see, the world is a stage. Either you vote for Joe Biden or you vote for Donald Trump. We're fucked. We get it? We're fucked. Unless we fight back. Raise your weapon. Raise your wand. If you're not a fighter and you're an intellect, use your goddamn brain. Now is the time. You see, I've been saving seeds for a long time now. I've been stockpiling this shit, okay? I plan to do something with these seeds that I'm not going to say on the airways, but let's just say a lot of people ain't going to go hungry. They just not. That ain't finna happen. Not while I'm here on this earth. Not while I'm around. I'm finna do something about this shit. I'm actually willing to make a fucking change. See, some people say they want change, but they really got cognitive dissonance. Don't know what they want. They be like, yo, I want to change. I want better, nigga. How did you learn this? And I tell them what to do, and they don't do it. They go right back to the same shit they said they tired of. Listen, no one said it was going to be easy. Greatness is achieved by doing the stuff that nobody wants to do on a consistent basis repeatedly. Not by chance. You think Simeon Toko got his fate by chance? You think Gilla Jack got his fate by chance? You think the Marie Laveau, the voodoo queen of Louisiana, who's still here, by the way, that was by chance, nigga? See, I don't believe in coincidence. I believe that everything is aligned by seen and unseen forces. Everything. And universal law, divine law, governs all events in our life. You have to remember, we're here for a human experience, not to be human. You see, the population confused. You motherfuckers think you're human. You eat human food, do human activities and shit. Like, y'all motherfuckers really think you're human. And you're not. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. It doesn't compute. Now, come on, y'all gonna have to fill this motherfucker up. Now, what y'all doing? Y'all playing with yourselves. Now, you see y'all sleep. This the problem. This what's wrong with niggas. Right here. Right? Or this shit. Right here. And you know what? It's okay. It's alright. Because my mama told me, when I was a little boy, you can't save the world. In order to save the world, in order to change the world, you gotta change your behavior. You gotta change yourself. And the domino will fall. You see, we're all interconnected on a quantum level. On a very small, minuscule level, we're all one. We're all tethered together. It's called the collective consciousness. Or, in better terms, the collective unconsciousness. And there's this funny fucking law called the law of correspondence that nobody escapes from. And you know, universal laws punishing everybody that had their fucking dirty little hand in anything that had to do with the enslaving of our people or the torture of children. You see, the wicked have to burn. The wicked are going to feel the fire of the great mother. The wicked are going to feel the fire of the great mother. Tiamat, I promise you. You see, some people come from the sun. Yes, some people come from father. But the magical ones, we come from goddess. We come from mama. And from the goddess we come, to the goddess we all will return. I fucking bet your ass, nigga, while you playing. You see, y'all niggas out here bullshitting. I'm not saying turn your back on father. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is it's a balance, nigga. You can't obey two masters. You gotta know where you come from. But you see, everybody think mom and pops have got beef with each other or something. That's not the case here. If that was the case here, why are the sun and the moon working together to wake us up and heat up Sister Earth, what we own right now? Why would they be working in unison to tell us to use unity consciousness at 9:09? That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. You gotta put the pieces together. Like, stop being stupid in this bitch. Like, you can't be so woke that you out here fucking slow. You feel me? Like, you can't be slow in this bitch, man. Like, you can't be so woke that you stupid. You have to understand that everything is a balance. And moderation is key in all things. Whether you eat meat, whether you smoke weed, whether you drink or you like to fuck a lot. Moderation is key. You see, they tricked you into this thing called natural sin and expecting a Messiah to save you, and now y'all have been duped into believing the Anunnaki's coming to save you. If anything, and I do mean if anything, it's the Aji. What up, Maurice? Chief Blackwater. Y'all show the Chief some love. That's Chief Blackwater. But anyway, it's like y'all don't realize we're in the Great Divide right now. Like, the veil has been lifted. We're in the age of the great knowing. As the earth heats up and raises her Kundalini and her Sushumna and her Indala and her Pingala, also known as the earth's chakra system, also known as the earth's grid system, ignites and produces a huge amount of energy that is conducted. It's sending a signal to the mother, the moon, and the father, the sun. And guess what that signal is doing? It's creating lunar eclipses. It's creating massive solar flares. That's sending cosmic wind and energetic signals to this planet, to this realm that only the carbon-based beings who are heavenly melanated with endomelanin, who vary from dark to light to dark brown skin, who have hair like wool and curly hair like snake coils, who have a broad nose, puckering lips full of collagen, is activating us. As our Kundalini rise, so does Sister Earth. And as Sister Earth, as Daughter Earth raises her Kundalini and sparks the Sushumna, so do we. And that signal is getting emitted to the sun, moon, and star. As it is in heaven, so shall it be on earth. But you have to understand, heaven starts in the mind. Earth starts here, in the heart. That's why it's green. That's why you have the fourth chakra. That's why it's the true crossroad of the body. That's why it's the access point and the gateway to true authentic information. If you pay attention to the principles and the teachings of any fucking prophet, there's about 50 of them. They're all saying the same thing. They're all telling you the same thing. They're all telling you the same sacred teachings. Rather it's a chief, rather it's a shaman, rather it be a witch, rather it be a fucking priest, rather it be a high priestess or a tarot reader. We're not necessarily disagreeing with each other. We're all saying the same thing, but we refuse to work together. Meanwhile, we're getting fucked economically, we're getting fucked financially, we're getting fucked with our food, we're getting fucked with our air, and fucked with our water. Aren't you tired of getting fucked? At least give me dinner first. I mean, damn, I like to be wise and dined. before I get fucked. That's all I'm saying. Shit. Give me a treat first. Give me another stimmy. But don't just keep fucking us. That's just rude. That's unnecessary. And now they want to fuck with our kids? Dude, that's like getting shot in the dick. What the fuck? That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. They're not playing fair anymore. So why are we going to keep playing fair? They're not playing fair anymore. Do you not understand? We have to understand. In order to defeat our enemy, we have to know the enemy. What does the enemy use? Magic, wizardry, and the occult. See, we have no want or need because we're children of who? The unseen one, the hidden one. Right? The mother, father of all. Right? Right or wrong? So as we fill this spot and we fill this slot, you gotta understand what's going on. Now is not the time to be playing around. Now is not the time to be acting scared. Raise your wand. Raise your fucking weapon, nigga. Get in your community, in your neighborhood, like I'm trying to do. Get some like-minded individuals together who are with the shit and conduct your plan in secret. You don't need a whole group of people. You just need certain people that are good at certain things. That's it. You just need certain people who are good at certain things. You don't need a group of niggas. Get in your local community. Get you a gang of people together. Conduct your plan in secret. And watch what happens. Watch what happens, nigga. Because whether you believe it or not, it's time, bro. We here. It ain't like this some fairy tale shit I'm just making up. We here, bro. Right now. In real time. And unfortunately, if you don't have the guts and the gall, or the mental discipline, or the emotional discipline, or the spiritual discipline, if your mind is weak, your heart is weak, your spirit is weak, you're fucked. Because right now the distractions are at an all-time high, and the mental health is at a decline. It's at an all-time low, bro. You have people who really fucking think that there's a dude living in the sky that's going to fucking come and save you. I'm not trying to be funny. Really think about that for a second. There's people, grown-ass adults, who tell you ghosts aren't real and spirituality is evil and you're going to hell. They really think there's a bad guy who lives in a bad place and tortures bad people. If he was bad, why would he torture bad people? Last time I checked, the wicked get rewarded and the good and the innocent and the righteous get punished. It's always the people who are righteous that go through the most shit. It's always the innocent that die young. It's always the good ones that go through the most shit, fam. It's always the righteous ones that get punished and the wicked who get rewarded. So let me ask you again, why the fuck would a bad guy live in a bad place and punish bad people? Why would a good guy live in a good place and punish good people? I'll wait. You see, you keep searching for shit outside of yourself when the answer's already within you. You know there's holes in the story. You know that shit don't make sense. You know we've been lied to. And you know that they've been trying to poison us slowly and kill us since before we were born. And a lot of the dumb, goofy shit that we've been taught, we've been told is tradition. We were programmed by our parents and our grandparents and our school and our favorite TV show and our favorite movies and our fucking favorite rappers. And now we're here at this point where the majority of the planet has cognitive dissonance. They don't know what's what anymore. They just know about up and down. What happened to in and out? Nigga, you can close your eyes and still see. You could scream in your mind right now and hear everything without using your ears. What up, nigga? But you think it's a game? You think we out here just making shit up? When the majority of the government and the CIA had to release documents because we're getting too smart. And they told you about 60% of the motherfucking things we thought were conspiracies were actually facts. Nick, they told you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro. But don't be acting fucking goofy. Don't be acting like this shit's a game. Like there's motherfuckers out here who got their best interest at heart, that don't want to see you get hurt, that don't want to see you get touched, bro. There is. And they are trying to hurt you. They don't give a damn about what you think, nigga. There's wicked motherfucking people out here who drain energy, who take oil. Just how we have divine help and we can access the divine realms and have intelligence and have spirit guides, you really think they don't? You really think that these wicked motherfuckers don't have any dark forces behind them helping them out? Not saying that it's that powerful. I'm just saying what the fuck it is. You see, it's the dark that makes the light shine so bright. You can't see light in the light. You can only see darkness. You can't see dark when you're in the dark. You can only see the light. What is that telling you? What is that telling you? Seriously. Because, like, I've been trying to burn into your brains, all things in life are dual. And they're just different polarities of the same thing. But ultimately, we live in a world where two extremes meet, and the two can become one. You see, you've been duped into thinking that your brother is your enemy, and that your enemy is your friend. Meanwhile, y'all killing each other, and the enemy is still posing as the friend, acting like everything's cool, giving you some EBT. I guess that's enough. I guess that's enough for you. But if you ask me, it'll never be. And until we get it right, it's not us that are gonna have to worry about it. Our kids. That's all I'm saying. And if you're a parent and you have children and you really care about them, let's do something while we have time, before our kids have to live in a world worse than the one we're in right now. Because that's what's coming. But if we gather all our resources, use all of our minds, network with each other, we can leave the world behind. And we can have 100 years of peace. It's literally that simple. But we have to be organized. We don't have to always get along, but we do need to work together. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. That's it.